welcome to Katie's Playtime, and today I'm going to make chalk. And thank you so much to all of my subscribers that asked me to make chalk today because I think it's a fantastic idea. So the items that you need to make sure you have for today's activity is a bowl, some gloves, a cup that you don't use in the kitchen, some casting plaster. Now you can get this from your Bunnings. There's a shop near my house that's a Gyprock shop, so I got that from there, CSR. Otherwise you can use plaster of Paris. You can use all sorts of different brands. And you also need some silicone molds. I've got some stars and I've got some hearts. And to make our color chalk, I've got some blue food coloring. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get your casting plaster in your bowl. So 1 cup of casting plaster into our bowl. So I almost forgot, you do need some water and you need a spatula. So now that we have our casting plaster in our bowl, our next step is to wear some gloves. Now the gloves are going to protect our hands, and we really don't want the casting plaster to touch our hands because it does heat up while it activates and it can result to burns. So be really careful. If you do get it on your skin and you want to wash your hands in the sink, don't do it in your bathroom or kitchen sink. Make sure it's in the outside area because this plaster will clog your sink. So just be really mindful of that too. So after we've got our gloves on, our next step is to add some water. So we're going to just add a little bit of water. And so I just do this as a consistency. So using our spatula, we're just going to give that a nice mix. And so you can see as I mix the water, it's basically hardening, and we don't want to add too much water in at once because if it goes too runny, it's going to take ages for it to set. So we're just going to do it really slowly. And you are wearing gloves, so if you don't want to use your spatula, that is totally fine. You can just put your fingers in there and mush it all together, but only if you're wearing gloves like I am. If you're not wearing gloves, just be really careful with touching this stuff. And so you can see now it's coming into a little bit of a paste, and that's perfect to what we want. I'm going to use the white chalk in our star molds today. So basically what I need to do is just get little bits and then just fill up each star. Okay, so now that we've filled up our star mold, the next thing you need to do is give it a little bit of a wiggle and a jiggle. And so basically what that will do is give us our star chalks. And what I'm doing is just running my hands over the top just to make sure that that really, fills up all of our stars properly. But instead we're going to add some food coloring. So the darker the color, the better the color will come out as your chalk. So we're just going to give that a really good mix. And so that's our blue chalk. So now all we need to do is use our heart molds, and we're just going to fill as many as we can with my leftovers. Okay, so with my leftovers, I'm only able to fill up half of my molds. So I'm just going to give that a wiggle and a jiggle again. And that's basically getting any air bubbles out. And again, we just want to slide our finger across the top to make sure that there's nothing connecting our hearts together. And so there you have it, our blue chalk in our heart mold and our white chalk in our star mold. So now we're going to leave that for at least 3 hours, 4 hours, just to see if that sets in time. You'll know because what will happen first is when you put your finger on top, it's going to feel warm. And once it starts to cool down again, you know that it's ready. So this is our chalk and it's all ready to pop out of our molds. So I'll just show you how to do it. So all we have to do, because it's silicone, it will pop out perfect. And there's our star. And with our heart, there's our blue heart chalk. So all you have to do is just pop them out and you've got your own creative chalk for home use. So I'm going to show you exactly how to use them now. So there you have it. You've got chalk homemade from your own kitchen. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now, and thank you to all my subscribers for wanting me to make chalk.